Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome in. This is Heart to Heart Motorsports and Bobby Boy in the booth here to bring you a live action race here for an 8-week season with Heart to Heart Motorsports road racing. While we are on off season, this is going to be a short 8-week season here for these guys. Shorter races, road racing here, a whole different ball game than what these guys are normally running here. So it definitely is going to be exciting to see what happens here as we get geared up here for a new season coming up late October. We're going to be bringing you the Gen 4 series on Sunday nights, and we're also going to be bringing out the late model series on Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hope everybody's having a wonderful night. Thank you to all of our sponsors here at Heart to Heart: C&L Carpets, Buchanan Resort, Allen Tillery, Buick GMC, Bass Tire, Chasing Muscle Cars. Each and every one of you matter here at Heart to Heart. We want to say thank you so much for helping us get together for a new season here as we get geared up and get ready to go. I'm excited to see what this season has to bring. We're bringing on a new broadcaster for the Gen 4 series, Motor Mouth Broadcasting. I want to give him a shout out for getting us all set up so early and being able to take care of us. Looking forward to see what he can bring to the table for Heart to Heart. As we look here at Austin Corn Post, everybody, all these guys out here making their qualifying runs here on this big track. Definitely a lot of turns here. Going to be a lot of trickiness to this as they're driving these open wheel cars here. The 1600, everybody, the Formula 1600. That's what they're racing here at Lime Rock Park. See the drivers having to do a lot of movement with that steering wheel and a lot with that throttle and that brake pedal. Definitely going to make key to a good race here is where you're letting off, where you're downshifting, where you're upshifting, getting to that good point, where you need to be. But like Mike off in the grass. Take a look at Austin Corn Post here in that 95 Hornet car. Look at that. It looks pretty awesome. Scott Cazenave right now going to be the fastest with a 54.981. Trying to get a view of Bud Light Mike here. He looks like he got into the wall pretty good. Trying to find him. There he is. There he is. We found him. As it looks like all drivers is qualified, we're going to step away a minute and thank our sponsors. We'll be back.
Hi, I'm Aaron Lane from Bass Tire.
Hi, I'm Steve Bass. We're here at the legendary Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. Good tires and brakes are important on this race car, and so are the tires and brakes on your vehicle.
For the very best in tires, brakes, and auto service, come make a pit stop at Bass Tire.
Serving Nashville for over 35 years.
On Nolensville Road, next to the zoo.
All right, and we're back. Let's not forget to thank C&L Carpets and Chasing Muscle Cars as well for sponsoring Heart to Heart Motorsports. All the love from the sponsors being able to come in and help out Heart to Heart Racing another season here, bringing out our 9th season. Heart to Heart Motorsports come together here in 2022, now looking into a 2026 season here. So can't wait to see what is in store for us this coming up season. Much love to all of the drivers out there. Looking forward to racing with each and every one of you. That's what makes racing fun. Is we all try to race clean here and try to be respectful and have a good time. All right, making some laps here. We got Bud Light Mike here trying to get his qualifying run done here as we're in the last few minutes here of qualifying. Having a little bit of trouble here, just not really sure if he's not downshifting too fast and not getting slow enough. Definitely have to slow down these corners a whole lot, early on, and you have to have that shifting just right. If you don't, you can just go spin. So it's a good race, and it's going to be a lot of fun here at Lime Rock Park as we run 25 laps tonight. 2 qualifying laps as everybody's already almost done. Looking forward to some good racing here. Track looks nice and cool today. We're at 65 degrees on track temperature, but a nice cool day outside here with about 100 degrees outside. So temperatures are kind of cool on the track. I'm kind of surprised there. But looking forward to see what this road course series can do here with Heart to Heart Motorsports. As we're used to oval racing, we don't do much road racing. But a few of the guys said, let's do it. Let's bring this off season and change it up a little bit and put out some good racing. So look forward to see if we'll even gain a few more drivers for this season as we get a little further in. It'd be great to gain a few more drivers on it for sure. But it's going to be fun. I believe it's going to be a very fun thing. So make sure you are subscribing to our channel. Please don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you're liking the stream. Share it out to your friends and family, everybody. Don't miss out on any future Heart to Heart Motorsports content. You can also check out our website at showingheartfam.com. Thank you so much for all your love and support. It means a whole lot to Heart. We are doing the best we can to provide great racing for everyone and a wonderful stream. So thank you so much to everybody out there. As we got 33 seconds here to go on the countdown before we get ready to line it up for green flag racing. Excited to see lots of turns here. I'm ready to see how they take this hill over here. There's a hill that they will be going over, and once you hit this hill, if you hit it just wrong, it could really twist up some things. So excited to see what's going to happen here as we see the drivers do something new for a whole new season. Here's going to be your starting lineup with Scott Cazenave taking the inside lane for P1. Ronald is going to be in P2. Austin's going to take into that P3 with Bobby Joe Lane on the outside in P4. Carter Cazenave in P5 and Rusty Robinson in P6. And they are off, y'all. Standing start. Bud Light Mike's going to take into that P7. Rusty Robinson in P6. They are off. Ready to go. Look at them running already. Ready to go. Ronald Robinson back here in that third place spot. Looking right here behind him is Carter Cazenave in that Valvoline 77. Got a lot of speed going on in these cars right here. Carter blinking just a little bit there. Scott Cazenave, everybody. Scott Cazenave currently the race leader. He is pulled off a little bit here, making some good ground here at the beginning of this race here with only just 25 laps to go. Austin Cornpro's taking up that second place spot in that Hornet car. He's looking to gain some ground here on Scott, not let Scott pull away too far here. Ronald's now back there in P3 here, battling it out with Carter Cazenave in the 77. Bobby Joe Lane back there following not far behind as well, staying toe-to-toe with these guys back here in that 5th place spot. Rusty Robinson hanging out back now in P6 with Bud Light Mike right behind him in P7. Bobby Joe Lane now making his way around Carter Cazenave, now making his way into that P4 spot. Ronald looking to gain some ground on Austin up there in 2nd place, only about a second behind right now. How you doing today, Mr. Martin? I hope you're doing well today. Thank you for coming in and watching, brother. How you doing? Yes, sir. 23 laps to go. There's Bobby Joe Lane in the 02 Bass Tire car. Showing them sponsors some love. Everybody show them some love. First race of an 8-week season here. Definitely going to be some tough stuff here. Scott Cazenave holding a good lead here now with 1.6 against Austin Cornpost in that P2 spot. Ronald Robinson still looking back here to close that gap. Robertson is a new member here to the league, and he's already showing some good talent here running this road course. Looking for some good speed here, looking very talented with these road courses. Looking forward to see what he can do a little bit later on. O2 and Carter Cazenave in 77 still paddling it out back here for that 4th place spot. Ashley Homer said, "Let's go, Austin." Austin, she said, "You need to put it to the floor. Let's go." That's a beautiful paint scheme he's running tonight. That Hornet car looks really sick. I like it. Looks really good. Bit free off of that corner there. Going to be able to give Ronald a little bit of time to catch up there if he can't get it together. Losing a little bit of slide there in those corners, getting into them bumps. Still Lane and Carter Cazenave back here in that 4th place spot, still making things happen. Take a look back here. Rusty Robinson in that P6 spot. 13 seconds away from the leader right now. But still in a good enough spot. Something can happen here and he can make his way back up towards the front of this field. With Bud Light Mike not that far behind. With just a 3-second difference here between him and Rusty Robinson now in that 7th place spot. Scott Cazenave showing what it is to run a road race. He is putting it down. He is showing them the thunder, giving it all he's got. He just won both seasons last season, making a point saying, I got this. Let's go. Austin saying he's not going to give up. Austin's back there in that P2 spot, giving it all he can with Robinson on the tail end. It's been a very good race here so far. Very interesting here to see what they're doing here. Only 16 laps to go. Good battling going on here. Definitely takes a lot to run these tracks. So I'm excited to see what everybody has done so far here. Lane now trying to make his way to catch up back up to Carter Cazenave here. Carter Cazenave is going to get around the 0-2 of Lane. Now starting to pull away a little bit. Got a battle going on for second here. We got Ronald and AK over here. Austin Cornpost here battling it out for that P2. Ronald hanging out right here behind him. Got a lot of speed going on here. Oh, getting a little bit free going into that one. Able to regain a little bit though. Regain a little bit of speed coming off of the corner here. Now looking into this next corner. Now going to get into a lot more speed here as they get ready to hit the straightaway in this final turn up here. Over the hill. Ronald now looking to make the pass for P2. He's not going to be able to connect there. Looks like he's going to get into a little bit of trouble as he was trying to make that happen. Yep, he has spun around. He can just take it. Ooh, man, that's close. Carter now going to get around. The 0-2 of Lane not far behind. 0-2 of Lane now looking to make his move, try to get up here and make that position while he can. Ronald's going to have to pick up a lot of pace here to get back up to speed here. Ronald now closing that gap on the 77 of Carter Kasnav, looking to gain his position back here. Carter Kasnav, Scott Kasnav's son, currently taking into that P3, father-son in the top three. With 11 laps to go here. Ronald gonna get the pass. He's gonna make that pass and get back into that P3 spot. Gonna have to gain up a lot of ground to catch into Austin. Austin now trying to close the gap to Scott. Now with a 4-second gap here, 4 seconds, he's almost there. He can really get it together with these last 10 laps as long as he can hold some good lines and some good laps. Scott Kasnav carrying a lot of speed going into this straightaway. Now as he goes into turn one. We can start to see Austin back there in the distance. Austin's back there in the distance, really putting it down, giving it all he can to catch up here. Robinson back here in that P3 spot as well, trying to give it all he can with the 77 of Carter Kasnav not that far behind with the 0-2 also knocking on the back door of Carter here. They are all so close here for that 3, 4, and 5 spots right here. Rusty Bobson hanging out back here in P6 here with Bud Light Mike a lap down in P7. Just kind of getting the feel of the car. All right, let's go, everybody. Carter Kasnav now picking up a lot of speed here now, starting to close that gap. 0-2 back here, still gaining a lot of speed on that 4th place spot. Getting a lot of speed here, down now to a 2-second gap here. Bud Light Mike looking to make his way around him to get up to Carter Casimir. And now is the moment when they're going to really start pushing these cars here in the last few laps. Is now Scott's crossing the line for the white flag. This is where Austin's really going to have to put it down and give it everything he's got to try to make the catch up here to Scott on these last few corners. Scott Cazenav's going to be your race winner here. Scott Cazenav's going to take it away here at the road race here at Lime Rock Raceway. Austin Cornpost's going to take into that P2 spot with Ronald's going to take into that P3. Carter Cazenav's making his way around to that final corner now for that P4 spot with Bobby Joe Lane right behind him. There's going to be your finishing grid here with the 7 cars we had tonight. Awesome race by all these drivers. You couldn't ask for a better run here by all these drivers. Like Scott's trying to get a burnout going here. Not sure. So it looks like he was trying to get a burnout going there. But awesome job by all the drivers here. You couldn't ask for a better race tonight. That was definitely fun right there. Let's see if we could pull 1 or 2 of them down here and talk to them. Scott Cazenay.
I'd like you trying to catch me. Let's lay it down a little bit.
You got a copy?
Yes. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Well, you pulled it off, brother. You know, first race of this off-season. Little fun season we put together, road races. How you feel about this?
I feel good. I'm excited about it. I'm a pretty decent road course guy. Some of these tracks I don't know, but some of them I'm a little better at. But I think it's going to be a fun little series. I'm excited about it.
Yes, sir. Well, congratulations tonight, and good job on pulling that off. Definitely was a lot of good racing going on there. A lot of clean laps by a lot of drivers, so I was amazed to see that, and actually how close it actually was there for a while. So, you know, the gap didn't really get too big until a couple of them screwed up. So I think once they get the feel of the car a little bit more, you know, it'll get a little bit better along the way. So, great job.
I do too. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. I'm not going to get in too many interviews tonight, everybody. This is just a test tonight to get everything set up. But awesome job tonight, Scott. Just want to congratulate the winner tonight. We'll show some love to the top 3 starting next week once we get the new channel set up. And just want y'all to know you're all amazing. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Heart to Heart Motorsports. Thank you so much, and we will see you again next Wednesday.
Thank you, BJ. Thank you very much.